The air crackled, you could feel it. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a cauldron of noise, white shirts everywhere. They were buzzing, these Spurs fans. And why wouldn't they be? Europa League champions. Beating United in that final too. That still stings for some, I bet. Tonight, Premier League points were on the line, but it felt like more than that. Pride, momentum. A proper football match was brewing. No doubt about it, Spurs lined up strong. Postecoglou had them playing. A 4-2-3-1 formation. Solid. Romero and Van de Ven at the back. You need players like that. Leaders, winners. They were confident. You could see it in their eyes. They weren't just hoping to win. They expected it. That's the mentality. That's what a trophy does. It changes things, changes a club. Manchester United, on the other hand. What can you say? A 4-3-3 on paper. Fernandes, Garnacho. Talented lads, no question. But talent isn't enough. Not at this level. Not against this Spurs side. United looked fragile. Morale, through the floor, I reckon. All that talk about a bad season. It wasn't just talk. It was reality. Pressure on their manager, Amorim. Massive pressure. This was a big one. Spurs, flying high, full of belief, playing proper football. United, desperate. Trying to salvage something, anything, from a shocking season. They owed their fans a performance. But owing and delivering are two different things, especially when you're up against a team that smells blood. This wasn't just another game. Not after that European final. Not by a long shot. The whistle blew. Game on. Spurs started like a house on fire, pressing high, moving the ball quickly. United looked rattled, all over the place, no composure, no fight it seemed. Passes going astray, challenges missed. It was one-way traffic. Early doors, but the signs were there. Worrying signs for United. Very worrying indeed. Spurs meant business. Then the breakthrough. 15th minute. Kane. Who else? A typical Kane finish. Clinical. Dejan Kulusevski with the assist. Sliced United open. Too easy, far too easy. The crowd erupted. Pure joy for them. For United, more misery. Heads dropped. You can't concede goals like that. Not if you want to win football matches. Basic defending. Schoolboy stuff, really. Spurs didn't let up. They wanted more. Richarlison, always a handful. 30 minutes in, he nearly made it 2. A sharp chance. But De Gea in the United goal. He pulled off a decent save. Kept them in it. Just about. That's his job, mind you. But it was a warning. Another one. Spurs were cutting through them. At will, it felt like. United were hanging on. Barely. Just when you thought Spurs would run away with it. Football. Funny old game. 45th minute. Right before the half. United snatched one back. Bruno Fernandes. A good finish, to be fair. Garnacho setting it up. Out of nowhere, really. Stunned the home crowd a bit. Gave United a lifeline. Something they didn't deserve, if I'm honest. But it's about taking chances. They took theirs. Second half underway. Changes made. United went to a 4-4-2. Marshall on. Trying to change something. Anything. Spurs made a switch too. Son Heung-min came on for Richarlison. Fresh legs, more pace, more problems for United's already shaky defense. The game was still there for the taking, but who wanted it more? That was the question. Things got a bit tasty. 55th minute, Harry Maguire, yellow card, late challenge, clumsy, no surprise there. Then the killer blow. 60th minute, Spurs back in front. Dejan Kulusevski this time found the net. Christian Romero with the assist from deep. Great vision. Another poor goal for United to concede. No organization, no leadership at the back. Shocking. The challenges kept flying in, tempers flaring. Christian Romero got himself a yellow. 70th minute. He plays on the edge, that lad. But he's effective. United tried to respond. Rashford had a big chance. 75th minute. Through on goal. But Hugo Lloris stood tall. Big save. That's what top keepers do for you. Kept Spurs ahead. Massive moment in the game. The final minutes were frantic. United throwing bodies forward. Desperation stakes. Spurs defending for their lives. But they looked comfortable enough. Managed the game well. United huffed and puffed, but no real quality, no cutting edge. It was all a bit predictable. Spurs saw it out, professionally. They deserved the points. No arguments there for me. Full time, Spurs the victors, and deservedly so. A dominant display, really. Solid at the back. Romero and Van de Ven were immense. Absolute rocks. United, well, they struggled. Again. No real control in midfield, defensive errors costing them. Dearly. Story of their season, isn't it? Lacked any sort of cohesion. Just not good enough. Simple as. Player of the match, Christian Romero. Easy decision, colossal performance. That assist was top drawer too. He's a proper defender. Aggressive. Reads the game well. Exactly what Tottenham needed. He led by example out there. Showed the fight. Showed the desire. Some of those United players could learn a thing or two from him. A real warrior. The Spurs fans, delirious, chanting long after the whistle. They're on a high, Europa League trophy in the cabinet, now pushing for that top 4. Good times for them. United supporters, frustration, anger. You could see it on their faces. Heard some boos as well. They expect more. And they're right to. That performance, miles off it, absolutely miles off. So the final score, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester United 1. The stats don't lie. Spurs had 55% possession. 8 shots on goal to United's 5. Expected goals, Spurs 1.8, United 1.2. Tells you everything. Up next, Spurs face Brighton. They'll fancy their chances. United, they've got Aston Villa. Another tough one. For Spurs, top 4 is on. For United, mid-table mediocrity beckons. Like, comment, and subscribe for more match reports and football content.